difficult to fault, in particular, the cultural sector or the museums for having sketchy structures when you look at Kenya as a whole, sketchy structures are a problem in multiple sectors. But I want to cycle back to the thing that you said about things being our heritage and things that we don't know about. And I would want you to share the story of the dinosaur that you saw when you were in Germany.
Yeah. First, I think the discussion today, when I don't remember his name, the person that was talking, Simon was talking about void, and I think also George was saying something about void, and one of the things that I found or I find today, because I think both speakers were speaking about void in different ways, because Simon was saying something about when you find something which doesn't belong to you, you are stuck with it. You don't know what to do with it. So you feel the loss. What do you do? And then there's that void. And if we say this is what is happening in the West, I'm not very sure about that. I say this because right now, maybe you're aware of it, there is a museum that is being built in Germany, the Humboldt Forum Museum, which is revitalizing all the colonial, all the objects that were stolen from Africa and other countries. And it's going to be one of the biggest museums in the world holding these objects. And so what has happened, it's actually today it's very controversial because it's like starting, reminding people of what happened before without any apology. So I'm not sure if we are doing this, if this is being done in a way to show that we have these things but we don't know what to do with them. And then also George said something about having objects in the stores which actually will never see exhibition, or they have never seen exhibition. Why is that? It's because of the nature of how they were taken from us. And so the reason why I say this is because I have experience from objects which were taken from Nigeria. Just because the community was unable to pay taxes. And so they decided to go to the shrine and pick the most spiritual items, which meant so much to the people because they knew where it was going to hurt. So those objects will never see the exhibition because what will they say they are supposed to be, or how did they come? So there are histories that really, which we don't get to hear about. So the dinosaur, sorry, Joki, the dinosaur sits in the center of Berlin Museum, Natural History Museum. I want to tell you, this dinosaur is the largest dinosaur that has ever been found in the world. It has the certificate of Guinness Book of Record. Yeah. And this dinosaur came from Tanzania. Tanzanians have no idea. Tanzanians cannot go and see it. So now when we talk about repatriation, some people will ask, how do we, if you take something like this which fills this room, where are we going to take it? How are we going to take care of it? And then it's very sad when we hear that we have to be trained about taking care of our objects. I think all the speakers have said something about that. And this is a discussion that we had before in Germany, and I was like, I think that object, that dinosaur can do very well in the forest, even. Yeah? Because we were talking about shared heritage. What is shared heritage? How do we call this dinosaur shared heritage? People from the national museums can tell us how many objects from Germany they have in the museum. Yeah? Yeah, it's shared heritage. Yeah? So in order to avoid all these discussions of repatriation and restitution, we have things like shared heritage, things like universal museums, yeah? So that something like the British Museum is a universal museum, yeah? So I think that there are all these words that are used so that people can stop claiming what belongs to them.
So instead of saying that it belongs to one person, we claim it belongs to us all, to just kind of diffuse.
Yeah, exactly.